Hey guys, on the subject of spending time with God, we are all in this together. We all need to get closer to God. We all have more spiritual maturing to do. It never stops. When people talk about spending time with God, they're often talking about prayer, reading the Bible, or reading a devotional. Sometimes it's just one of those, sometimes it's all three. Prayer has not always been easy for me, but I would consider that the easiest out of those three for me to do. Prayer is really just having a conversation with God. It's nothing fancy. So many people think that you need a special degree or something to be able to pray out loud. I know what it's like to be scared or intimidated by praying out loud so other people can hear, but I've come to realize it really is nothing fancy. It's just having a conversation with God. As for reading the Bible and reading a devotional, that is work for me. I am not a great reader. I got plenty of practice in university, but I'm slow at it. It takes a lot of effort for me. If you've ever heard me read out loud, I practiced it, and it may have come out fine. Spending time with God is not supposed to be work. It's a relationship. It's not supposed to be reading a couple chapters of the Bible, then checking it off your list for the day. When you spend time with someone, you're generally either doing something together or talking together. With God, communicate, talk to Him, listen to Him. If you learn something from Him, apply it. If your best friend gives you advice, then you're probably going to listen to them. Unless they're like some of the friends that I've had in middle school and high school, then maybe not. For a lot of us, spending time with God sometimes does feel like work. It's not supposed to, but it does. But that doesn't mean that we should stop. Sometimes, when I really, really do not want to spend time with God, that's actually when I need to spend time with Him the most. That's when I really need Him. But sometimes it's hard to find more time in your day to spend time with God. Sometimes it's really tough. But a few years ago, I learned that there is the YouVersion Bible app. And in that app, it has all sorts of different translations of the Bible, all sorts of stuff. But it has a lot of stuff. And one of the cool things about the app is that you can actually listen to the Bible. If I have a headache, I can just listen to the Bible. I don't have to read it because, again, it's work for my eyes. It strains them. I am prone to headaches. And if I have a bad headache, I don't have to read. I could just listen to it. The other day, I was listening to the Bible while I was getting ready for my day. And there were multiple things that stood out that I thought, wow, that's a really good thing. That I gotta take a note of that. And there got to be enough of those things that I was like, I just have to pause it. I have to stop. I gotta write all these things down. I gotta take notes because God's word is really speaking to me. There's nothing like sitting down and spending time just you and God, reading His word, talking to Him one-on-one, and maybe reading a devotional. But sometimes I think listening to the Bible is a great addition. I think that is an excellent resource. I can be driving somewhere and listen to the Bible. And that is one way that I am able to find more time for God in my life. Spending time with God is supposed to be good and fulfilling. Try to find more time for God in your life. Try to find more ways that you can squeeze His word into your life. The Bible is filled with God's wisdom and knowledge. And He gives that to us. He shares it with us so that we can have a better idea of how to live our lives, how we can trust in Him, and how He is going to pull through for us, because He is all-powerful and He is awesome. Time with God is supposed to be good and fulfilling, but even if it isn't for you right now, make an effort to grow your relationship with Him. Maybe you and God aren't great about hanging out all the time, but make that effort every day, and you will find that it is rewarding. Psalm 84:10 says, "Better is one day in your courts than thousands elsewhere. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of the wicked." This just means that it's better to be in the presence of God, to spend time with Him, than anywhere else in the world, anywhere else in the universe. My challenge to you this week is to pause your day and spend some time with God every day this week.